Hey, I'm Drew, and I call my channel Firearms Feedback because you're going to get feedback about some firearms from me. So, today's episode, I was doing some mag extension installations on some of my Glock mags a few weeks ago, and I realized they make a mag extension for the Glock 42. I just happen to have a Glock 42. So, I decided to try it in order to make the Glock 42 a little bit more relevant, right? Since the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 M&P 2.0, I'm not sure of the exact name, that gun has been a hit. Smith & Wesson did their homework. Good job, Smith & Wesson. You brought a gun to market that really hit a home run. The gun's very well thought of. Few glitches on initial production, but they seem to have all that ironed out. Comes in a variety. You can get it with a thumb safety, without a thumb safety. I think it's 10, 12, and 15 rounds. Oh yeah, and they've got ported ones now for those of you who like ported guns. Anyway, great little gun, but I have a Glock 42 and it works pretty good, and I don't want to spend the money on a new Smith & Wesson. So I bought a 2-round mag extension. So here's the box, and it might be backwards because I'm doing the reverse camera so I can see myself. But it's called the EMP Plus 2 Enhanced Mag Plate for the Glock 42. So it gives me 2 more rounds. So it brings a 6-round magazine up to an 8-round magazine. Plus one in the chamber, I got 9, which isn't that bad. I mean, 2 more is 2 more. So, anyway, what didn't come in the box was a new spring. And oftentimes when you put a mag extension on there, on a mag, you get a new spring because the magazine is now longer and you have more bullets, more weight, more length. You get a new spring that's a little bit longer. So you use the original 6-round spring that comes in a magazine like this. So I wanted to see if this would work in my Glock 42. And indeed it does. Without boring everybody to death, of the 10 or 12 of you that actually watched this video, I shot it, it's running fine. But I will demonstrate that to you on camera and also talk a little bit about 380 ammo. So 380s can sometimes be controversial. They work though. So my preferred ammo in a 380 is the Winchester 95 grain full metal jacket flat nose. Why flat nose, you ask? Well, watch Buffalo Boar channel. Flat nose bullets, truncated cone bullets, they tend to travel through, let's just say, a target. They travel through organic matter. YouTube, don't cancel my channel again. I did 2 videos and they canceled me like a year and a half ago. I'm back. Anyway, so they travel straighter. They crush instead of slip, all right? So here's, I don't have any round nose with me. I've got some reloads, which we're going to try. But round nose bullets, you get the idea. So I like flat nose bullets. I like penetration with the 380. Oftentimes with self-defense hollow point loads in 380, if you get some expansion, you lose penetration. A couple of loads that are pretty well rated, that have some good reviews, is the Hornady Critical Defense, the polymer tip bullet, and the Hornady XTP. So I do have some of those floating around. But today, out here on the range, we're going to shoot a magazine of Winchester 95 grain full metal jacket flat point. Then while I was digging around the ammo bunker, I found an old box of Freedom munitions. Maybe I should bring a mirror out and make it right. Anyway, some Freedom munitions, which I guess they went out of business. They're back in business. I don't know. This is probably 15 years old. So the difference with this is that it's a 100 grain bullet. And being a 100-grain bullet, that's a little more weight. Now I have 8, right, bullets instead of 6, a little more weight, making sure that spring will push the round up for it to feed and function reliably. The other quick range note is I made some self-healing targets out of horse stall mats. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about that. Way to go for an economical way to shoot. But one thing Tractor Supply horse stall mats don't like is flat nose bullets. It will punch a hole through it rather than, like round nose, spreading it. So today I'm going to be shooting on steel. So I've been talking and talking, so let's shoot. Glock 42, have the mag. Oh, some more admin notes. I am on a private range on my property. Noises that you may hear in the background is not fully automatic weapons fire. It's not an A10 doing target runs. It's the neighbor across the street working on his barn. So just a note, but totally safe. Got my backstop, shooting at a steel target, my range. Anyway, here we go. Got 1 on the pipe and 8 rounds in the mag. Total of 9 rounds. Lockback too. Ran good. Let me think of something else to say while I load up some of these old Freedom munitions. It's getting warm out, so 380s become popular as pocket carry, summer carry. So that was another reason, I guess, it came to mind that I'd be carrying my 380 perhaps a little bit more than I do my other guns. But 9mm have subcompact 9s. There are so many good ones out there. I don't want to say you're handicapping yourself, because a 380 is smaller than some of the subcompact 9mm, and on a hot day and you're wearing, I don't know, Bermuda shorts or whatever, it's probably a little easier to carry than a micro 9. But if you can carry a 9, you might want to. Not that 380 is bad, but comes down to 380 ammo is expensive. Usually it's more expensive than 9mm. So if you can practice a little more with your micro 9 than you can with your 380, that's a thought. But anyway, going to shoot some more. This is, once again, that Freedom munition 100 grain. I only got 8 rounds loaded this time. That fed. Let's see. What should I do? One more thing. If you notice, next to my self-healing Tractor Supply stall mat target, see how it feeds fine, got a paint can. We'll call this product placement, right? So I painted the target fresh so it would look good on the video, but let's see if I can pop that paint can. Well, how about that? Solid hit. A through and through wound on the paint can, and there's a guy that says stuff like, that ain't bad. So how about, that ain't half bad for an old boomer guy shooting a paint can at like 7 yards. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and always check your six.